where your enemies are at all times, and it's impossible to dodge every gank. And you have to account for the enemies making a move on you and killing you a couple of times in that mid-game, and what is your failsafe? What's your plan after that? Unfortunately, it feels like in that state, 20 to 30, BB executed their draft perfectly, and they didn't really give Nouns a window to come back into the game at that point.
I also wonder, we see here GPK stat, as mentioned, he had a fantastic game, Lacoste. We knew he was going to be the one playing Invoker. We have had Nouns with the privilege of counter-picking that mid lane. They went for Razor, they put Copy on that Razor in the mid lane against the Invoker. Could they have had a different, like a hindsight, could they have had gone for a different hero that could have done a better job?
Considering the heroes that he played so far, I did mention the Earthshaker, which would be kind of worse for the lane, but maybe slightly better for the game. I don't think this is a pick issue. I think the whole composition of their draft and also the speed that their BB is playing, especially the 4 bounty runes that we did mention, it changes a lot, because whenever we talk about BB, their laning stage, ever since this team formed, has always been strong. So you got to do something about it, and I think picking Nyx Assassin, like, this hero doesn't provide you with much in the laning stage. Like, he's more about, you know, might kill Enchantress's creep, might land a stun, but his lane presence is not as strong.
It didn't turn out the way that Nouns wanted for this first game. That is 3 games in a row that they have suffered against BB team. Surely they can come up with something, T, that works a little bit better. Because this did feel like a theory-crafted lineup. We said at the very start, these were a couple of the heroes that they haven't gone for before. They knew what was coming. We said both teams seemed pretty comfortable with their draft.
Yeah, I think at least for the Nouns success, you know, Copy's name has been, you know, mentioned multiple times, but you know, if he can play a Storm or a hero that, you know, punches into the game, like the Sand King game as well, like, I think maybe Copy playing into the map helps Nouns survive some of their greed in their drafts. And when he plays a hero that doesn't really have that statement, like Razor doesn't move to an area and go, this is my location. It's like he pushes out, maybe farms a jungle camp, he links a core, he's not killing heroes. And I'd rather see Copy play a killing hero to bring everyone else to life, because if he doesn't, then everyone's just hitting creeps.
I think that, to be fair, the Razor was the reason they were in that game for so long, because if they didn't pick that range damage hero, that hero that can rush BKB the way Razor can, they wouldn't have been able to fight for the first Roche. They would have been entirely weak. Like, if that was a Storm Spirit instead, there was no way to play into them. And we talked about how they lacked range damage because they had the Nyx, Monkey King, Centaur that were shown at that point versus a Beastmaster Ags. They had an issue that they had to correct, and unfortunately, Copy was the one who had to try his best to correct it for them. So if it weren't for that Razor BKB rush, honestly, Nouns would have gotten stomped a lot earlier.